talking about roles and responsibilities of the court process. There's various roles that certain individuals play in our judicial system, and for a few moments we'll discuss what those roles are and those responsibilities who are held by those particular individuals. So the roles and responsibilities of the court process are crucial in ensuring justice and maintaining the rule of law. The court process typically involves several key roles, including judges, prosecutors, defense attorneys, plaintiffs in civil cases, defendants, jury in jury trials, court clerks, bailiffs, witnesses, and court reporters. Firstly, the judges. The judges, they have a duty, a civic duty, to enforce constitutional rules pertaining to the confines of the law. Some of their responsibilities and roles are they interpret and apply the law, they ensure a fair and impartial trial, they rule on the admissibility of evidence, sentence convicted individuals. And so judges, they hear the evidence, what's admissible in court. It's the duties of two of the latter following that we'll discuss, the prosecutor and the defense attorney. Without going too further ahead of myself, the defense attorney and the prosecutors both have a duty or an obligation to fulfill by presenting evidence that's going to support their case. And it's the job of the judge to hear both sides of the parties and make an impartial judgment based on the way that the evidence was submitted in the court. So the prosecutors, they represent the government or the state in criminal cases. They present evidence against the accused, and they seek justice rather than convictions. Now, the latter part of the statement I just mentioned, they seek justice rather than convictions. Say, for an example, you have a family member or know of someone, excuse me, that may have been involved in something tragic that may have caused them to lose their life. And so the family of the surviving victims would like to seek justice, not just convictions. Case in point, a conviction could be, well, this person was found guilty, but maybe only sentenced maybe 2 or 6 months of probation after taking the life of a loved one. So that particular loved one will rather seek justice, meaning something punishable, still under the confines of the law. That's going to send the message to where this event may not happen again to another family member. Case in point, the justice would be, well, you took a life, maybe 20 to 25 years. That could serve as justice or closure for the family rather than just being convicted of or guilty of that particular charge. And so the defense attorney, another party in the court system, they represent the accused. Their job is to protect the rights of their clients and challenge the prosecution evidence and argue on behalf of the defendant. So kind of self-explanatory, but the defense attorney is just that. They would defend a particular client and make sure that their laws, or their rights, or their civic duties, or or their laws were not violated, and that's the job of the defense attorney. Now, the plaintiffs in civil cases, they will bring their lawsuits against another party and present their claims and seek legal remedies. This could be monetary, or maybe some type of traffic violation, or a neighbor could be suing another neighbor, bringing them to court for a civil matter, which is not criminally or punishable by any type of jail time. But they could find themselves paying a fine, or whatever the case may be pertaining to that particular issue. Now, the jury in jury trials, their job is to evaluate evidence presented in the case by either the defense attorney or the prosecutor, and they're to determine guilt or liability of a party which falls within the confines of the law, and to deliver a verdict based on the facts and legal instructions from the judge. So the jury cannot be swayed by their emotions or live with their emotions, but this is the burden of proof that's either on the defense attorney or the prosecutor to present their arguments and the evidence in a case to where the jury can make a clear and concise decision based on the laws and the confines of the law. Clerk courts, they're to manage court case documents, schedule court proceedings, maintain court records, and official documentations. Now, the bailiffs, they're another party of the court system. Their job is to ensure courtroom security. They escort the defendants of the judges and enforce court orders. For example, excuse me, With the example that I gave earlier, it could be dealing with a homicide or a tragic incident involving the victim, and the case could be presented, and the two parties of the victim as well as the accused could be in court, and emotions could get high, and there could be, God forbid, an altercation between the two parties of the families. It would then be up to the bailiffs to make a decision, well, not to make a decision, but to act and to make sure that there is order and a safe environment for the court proceedings to proceed. Witnesses. Witnesses provide testimonies that are relevant to the case and not necessarily based on their own emotion, but everything in the judicial system must be presented based on facts and evidence that's going to help support a particular part of the case. And so it's the job of the witness to be truthful and to take an oath or swear to tell the truth and assist the court in fact finding. And our court reporters, their job is to transcribe official records of court proceedings, ensuring accurate legal recording is maintained. Each of these roles play a vital part in the judicial process, ensuring that the cases are fairly heard and decided according to the law. This is some of the roles and responsibilities of our court proceedings. Thank you.